There we go. We're live, y'all. Welcome back to Man Down Sports. As you can see from the thumbnail, we got another good topic for y'all, starting with the Lakers, starting with Bronny. And I tried to get off of the Lakers topic. I tried to get off of Bronny for a little while, pause, but they just keep doing goofy stuff, man, and it just get worse and worse, man. So we got to talk about it before we actually get into the real stuff. But we got 4 good topics for y'all. As you can see, we got some of us live on location, man, at the Fresh Scoop podcast media. Fresh Scoop Media. I say the name right. We at Fresh Scoop Media out here in Temecula, California.
Meet me in Temecula.
Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. My guy David is hooking us up, man. And as you can see, it's very professional, very demure, very mindful.
Very what?
Demure.
Cutesy.
Yes.
Cutesy.
Very cutesy. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good, man. I remember a while back we said, I don't know if we said this out loud, but I think we was in our group chat and we said if we get to 25,000 subs, we'll do something local. Right. And then we just hit 30,000 today. So I appreciate everybody for helping us get to 30,000
plus
subscribers and all that good stuff, man. And we go do this more often. We'll try to do this probably twice a year.
Forever.
Once a quarter.
Once a quarter, quarterly.
Once a quarter.
Quarter is actually cool.
We'll put it in the quarterly funds.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do it quarterly.
Quarterly is cool. I'm okay with
David,
that.
you okay with that? We do it quarterly here at Fresh Scoop.
I'm here for it.
All right, we'll see if we'll see if we advertise for Fresh Scoop. We'll see if he'll give us a little discount, put him on the spot.
Oh yeah, Dave, we live too, so it's recorded.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, so 4 good topics. We will be post gaming tonight from a different location. So post game is in effect. What else I want to say? Membership.
Yeah. I'm not Dominique, but I will definitely read these members off. We want to thank to all our supporters, everybody who purchased memberships on our YouTube. Doc Holly 003, Andrea Williams, James Reed, Right Hand Cam, Demetrius Day, Mikey Brass, Taco Master, Beast Mode Bones, 33 Shuggy, Cedric Franklin, Ida Tomlinson, E. King, Steve Calvert, the Joker 687, Scott Merriweather, Unspoken Voices, Taco Master again, 64 Slim, Keith Brazel, Savon Arnold, Ryan Walters, Jay Barrett, WW, Shay J, what's going on, Shay J, R Bean, Jeffrey Guyot, Ashley H, Shy Rider West Sider, Michael Tofia, Wizman Ballin, and Malachi Israel. We absolutely appreciate all our supporters. Thank y'all for y'all membership. Y'all keep this thing going, and that's the reason why we got this beautiful setup that you're watching on our television right now.
Appreciate. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the subscribers that helped us to get to 30K. Appreciate all of that. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. I see people trickling in. Make sure I already see Posh King. We got some moderators in here.
Hey,
I'm trying to be posh, baby.
We're trying to be posh.
Posh.
Man, get in the studio and turn into somebody different, man.
Yeah, he acting totally different.
This ain't Mel. This is Melvin.
If you don't stop with my government, first of all, it's Mill.
Mill. It's definitely Mill.
It's definitely Mill or Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah. So hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the share button. Comment in the comments. Let us know who in here. Let us know where y'all from. And this episode is brought to you by Underdog. That's Yuzo. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code Man Down Sports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy. Yeah, so just a reminder, man, when you play Underdog Fantasy, use the promo code ManDownSports, and you will get a deposit match half of what you deposit for your first time, up to $1,000, man. Don't forget to use the promo code ManDownSports. All right, man. Are y'all ready to get into the next topic, or y'all want to talk about why y'all mad? Because I got a story for Dominique for y'all yesterday. It was so funny. I'll tell y'all on the post game, but we ain't gonna say it now. But
yeah,
just remind me to tell you how she acted out last night.
Oh no, she went
crazy.
Not
share that story.
Okay, all right, cool.
Oh Lord.
Oh, post game.
You can.
Now I got to know what this is.
Brittany will understand my pain. First of all, 1,000,000% she's gonna be on my side.
All right, you might be right. All right, so let's get started.
We'll see.
It's a funny story. It's a funny story.
It's a funny story. Hold on, man, before we get started, you wanted me to knock out these news notes?
Yes, sir.
All right. First of all, we're going to talk about Vince Carter, half man, half amazing, the first Raptor to get his jersey retired in Toronto. Well deserved, in my opinion. You know, I don't have a whole bunch to say. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they didn't put a crazy looking statue up again. So I would rather just the jersey retirements at this point. What y'all think about VC getting his jersey hung up in the rafters?
He's the first Raptor to get it retired.
First.
So
is he the greatest Raptor ever? Is he the greatest Raptor ever?
No.
Who is?
I'm gonna say the greatest Raptor ever is Kawhi Leonard.
He was there for 1 year.
He was there for 1 year, and so here's why. Here's why I'm gonna say that. So if Kawhi doesn't go to the Raptors that year, and it was by force, most players, okay, we know this. Most players, when they don't want to go to a team and they're vocal about it, they don't show up and play. They fake an injury. They do all kinds of things. And he went out there and balled. That was probably the last time we saw him play as many games as he did straight, kill it, and bring them to a title. They would not have won without him. He did leave,
of course,
but
I agree with everything
he was so professional for a team he did not want to play for and won a title for them. And he's not going to win ever again, but it was just the fact of what we see currently in the NBA culturally. When they don't want to play for a team, they just don't.
So he means more to Toronto Raptors franchise than anybody else is winning. Like Stoudemire was the first pick of the expansion.
I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, Kawhi got the ring, but you got guys that was out there battling for years. You know, Vince was there, Chris Bosh was there, T-Mac was there.
Man,
you know
that's
what I'm
tough,
saying?
man.
I understand.
T-Mac got the question though.
T-Mac got the question. I'm seeing some stuff in the comments. I'm seeing some Kyle Lowry's.
I don't know about no Kyle. I'm going Stoudemire.
Oh, you know what?
I'm going Vince. I'm going DeRozan. I'm going Kawhi. Those four.
I'm putting Chris Bosh in there.
Okay, 5.
I'm not mad at Bosh.
Chris Bosh was a bucket in Toronto.
Question.
I'm taking him out. So for me, Chris Bosh comes out for me because you left your team to go team up with LeBron and be a super team.
I don't think that disgrace.
Imagine he stays and Kawhi comes there. There are potentially a multiple title run.
Potentially. Go ahead, Britt. Britt, what you saying?
I was gonna say, is this only a winning situation or is it a connection to the city and the fan base? Because the fans may not look at Kawhi as the greatest of all time. They appreciate him for winning a championship, but I mean,
you
they
got guys
love themselves some Vince. Like Vince is their guy.
I love that question, Brittany. And the reason why is because of Mel's criteria and consistency and where we're at on man down. So if on man down, we agree as a team, where are we ranking titles? Where are we ranking, actually winning a title at? So usually on this panel, what we do is we rank that very high. And so that's why I have Kawhi is the best. For
me, yeah, we rank titles, but it's got to be more than a loner situation. Like he was there for a year and dip. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's a good debate for sure.
Definitely a good debate. Speaking of the greatest Raptors ever, I heard somebody mention DeRozan. It's funny you should say that because while me and Chris was vibing out to Louisiana Fest, Drake was in Toronto for Vince Carter's jersey retiring ceremony, and they brought him on the broadcast. Of course, he is an ambassador of the Toronto Raptors, so he's always courtside, making a spectacle of himself. And unprovoked, he had this to say when they brought him on the broadcast.
Speaking of national treasure.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
No. I didn't.
So, in case anybody didn't hear it, he said, unprovoked, if they ever put a DeRozan jersey up there, I'll climb up there myself and pull it down. And unprovoked, once again, we already know what's going on between those two. But DeRozan responded in his post game, and he said this.
DeMar, in tonight's broadcast, Drake said, if you ever put up the DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. What's your reaction to that?
Well, he's gonna have a long way to climb to take it down. So tell him good luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
They used to be good friends though, and they probably still are good friends. But like, he during the beef of Drake and Lamar, DeMar chose his homeboy.
Yeah, he told homeboy, literally Compton homeboy. Yeah.
So.
You know what? I will say this. If Mel, me and you are close. So if you were to be as close as we are, and then you go and side with somebody who is calling me a pedophile on the record, I probably would feel some type of way.
Right.
but I just don't. Okay, what was he doing? Just staring at this man? Like, what was that supposed to? That's the part that makes me say,
it was crazy.
He called him the P word on the sideline as well.
Yeah, when he was 30 feet away. Like, that's not cool. That's not gangster.
Drake's a character. He's an actor, first of all. He's a character, so he did that for show. And on top of that, that's Eric. But on top of that, oh no, it's hooked up to the Bluetooth. Somebody text Eric. But my thing is this, right? Drake, he's an actor, he's a character.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he know what he's doing. He's drawing some attention. I don't think he's mad like that for real. I mean, I think he's having some fun with it, but he's kind of semi-serious. Like, I'm from Toronto. I'm from Canada. This is my place. Don't daggone retire his jersey, man. Show me some respect. Don't retire his jersey. So I get it, but I think if they retire, I mean, he'll be like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, if we talking basketball, DeMar definitely is one of the, if not the, he's got an argument for greatest Raptor ever, definitely. So, yeah, man, that's all I got for news, man. We ain't gonna keep it pushing. We got to get into this LA Lakers topic.
Question though, before we even get in there, we just talked about what Bosh and what DeRozan and what Kawhi and what Damon Stoudemire meant to Toronto. Do they mean more to Toronto than Drake?
Whew. Boy,
I'm gonna say no.
I think I'm leaning towards no too. It's crazy, but Drake,
I'm gonna say no as well, because
gosh,
Drake's music put Toronto on the map, even though the Raptors was doing their thing. But yeah, Drake been doing this since what, 09? Like, he went mainstream in 09, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody know him as the Canadian rapper, the rapper from Toronto, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really put Toronto, because nobody was really thinking about Toronto music wise. It's always been LA, New York, Atlanta, Detroit, Louisiana, Texas. Nobody ever thought about anything outside of the United States, let alone Toronto, let alone anything Canada.
Until Drake came.
You know what I'm saying? And then he put on for Canada. He brought people out of Canada, Party Next Door, The Weeknd, Tory Lanez, and started bringing a music movement out of Canada. So I think that's what brought a lot of attention to Canada. And then you add in the factor of, now we got some superstars playing for our teams. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Jays is doing something. The Raptors is doing something. And then you go and get the ring, and that just sent Toronto over the top.
With the ring,
yeah. But I definitely think Drake probably means more to Toronto. I mean, you see what the fans did when Rick Ross stepped up in Canada.
They was trying to fight him.
They're trying to fight that man. They was trying to ride for Drake.
So Chris, Drake really built a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has a brand. He has OVO. He has all these artists that he was able to put on out of Canada. And I mean, when you just think about, he even made the title special. So when Toronto won the title, it became special, I think, because of Drake. You know, he was really celebrating it. Like when Milwaukee won the title, nobody cared. Like nobody cared about, you know, winning in Milwaukee. Like people in Milwaukee, I'm sure they cared and they thought it was great, but it's just like, I'm talking about everybody else. Like you and I thought it was cool for Toronto to win a title, and then Drake is rapping and singing about it.
No, I didn't think
shouting
it was,
out those players.
I didn't think it was that.
I didn't think it was cool because they only won that because KD got hurt. So I don't think it's that cool. So
I'm just saying, there's no songs being made about Giannis. You know what I'm saying? There's no songs being made about that title that they won. It was a great win for them.
You try and rhyme Antetokounmpo.
I don't know if you said that right, but
you can call him Greek Freak. There's a lot you can do with that.
But you know what's crazy? Drake actually rhymed Antetokounmpo with however you say his last name. Antetokounmpo. So
Chris was fighting with that word, boy.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
man.
I just think when you line up all of Drake's accomplishments, all those like big players that played in Toronto, they're no longer there. Vince Carter, nobody's wearing Vince Carter sneakers. People are wearing Drake Jordans. You know,
if you got the money for it, God,
I'm just saying though, like people are wearing Drake Canada Goose coats.
I do want me an OVO hoodie though, but
you know the OVO hoodie went hard. You go to the OVO website, those it's all sold out. You know what I mean? So
Drake's brand started before he even became a rapper. Remember, he was Jimmy in the wheelchair. So
he definitely was wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Jimmy from Degrassi, which is a Canadian show.
Honestly, that was
Degrassi was my shit. I used to watch Degrassi. Degrassi was my shit.
I watched like the first generation, and I was out.
And that's why when Drake first came out with the music, I was like, "Yo, this cat look hella familiar," but I can't place it until he said it in one of his songs.
Degrassi,
he was like
so
Jimmy Brooks.
ugly.
Man, hey, his fade was crazy. That little afro with no lineup.
He played the part.
No.
When you think about, you guys remember when Rihanna denied him? That's why. Okay, you take a look at those eyes. He looks like a dog.
I'm not gonna lie. Drake now and Degrassi Drake is two different people. 100%.
You say
I would never want to be having a baby with Drake Degrassi.
Degrassi Drake was like, he might have that thing on the trench coat, bro. Like that Drake Degrassi was crazy looking.
His hairline was insane. His hairline was insane too. I don't know what was going on with that, but
it looked like he got lined up with a piece of broken glass.
The nose. He's definitely had work done.
Oh yeah.
He does not. I'm telling you, his nose, his eyes, it all look crazy.
You don't think that Drake has had no work done?
No, for sure.
I know he has.
Ooh, there go that
Big E
man.
in the building.
There go that man.
E Money.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's going on with your brother? Why you looking slim? Hey, I'm 9 pounds lighter since the last time you seen me, my brother.
They don't know, Chris. You've been working, huh?
Yeah, I've been on that meal prep, y'all. And listen, I've been being real good. Like no fast food for real. All that fast food junk is nasty.
Oh, speaking of, I'm glad Eric is here because, hey, Drake might want to leave DeMar DeRozan alone. He from Compton.
Right? Doesn't Drake have bigger fish to fry though? Like you gotta worry about. He has bigger enemies to worry about it. Like LeBron turned on him. All his all those people he was sitting with courtside.
And I hate to say this.
Turned on him too.
I hate to say this as a Drake fan, but the nominations for the Grammys came out today, and Kendrick got 4 just off of Not Like Us alone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's the hottest song this summer.
That song ain't going nowhere.
So the hottest song this summer.
He got 4 nominations, including Best Rap Song, Best Record, Best Song.
That was playing that junk at Creflo Dollar Church.
Hey, bro.
I believe that.
He's winning something.
He's leaving there with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
Something.
All right, y'all ready to get into this Bronny topic?
Let's do it.
Oh man, well, we can't leave Bronny alone. Huh?
This is the therapy.
We can't leave Bronny alone. I just came out of therapy, man. Look, bro.
This is therapy right here, Eric.
Hey man, I need $150 out. I need $150 out.
No, it's good therapy though, man. I think it's a good Bronny topic, man. It ain't really about Bronny. It's about what the Lakers doing, man. So the Lakers have decided they're gonna go ahead and put Bronny down to the G League, but it's a unique situation because they got him going back and forth, and he would not be playing in any of the away games with the G League. This is Gil's Arena and Gilbert Arenas talking about it. I want to get y'all thoughts after y'all hear this.
The Lakers today assigned Bronny to their NBA G League affiliate, the South Bay Lakers, where he's expected to debut versus Salt Lake City on Saturday. Sources said James will be on the Lakers roster versus 76ers Friday, then rejoin the South Bay. For now, sources said the G League plan is for Bronny James to play in only South Bay home games as he shuttles between both leagues and team manages his time on respective rosters.
Yeah, we don't go on the road.
We're not local.
We don't fuck the road.
Why not?
We stay in LA home.
So you can't try, I mean, Bronny.
Oh, I mean, real reason probably so he can keep training stay at home in the facility.
Stay at the crib.
So go on the road with the NBA team.
No, I get it. That's a lot of stuff.
Oh, no. We're not about to do this, Brandon.
That's a lot of
stuff. Oh, no, we're not about to do this.
What are we not
Brandon,
about to do?
He's not about to blow up in the chat talking about we're not protecting players and and then you're not going to say nothing about this.
I just said it. I don't like the fact that he's not traveling, like, with the team. I don't like that. Like, why does he get special treatment?
Because my daddy, LeBron James, that's one. Right? That's one. So the first one is my dad is LeBron James. That's one.
That's right.
Two,
right.
I'm Bronny James. That's two, right? Like, I'm pretty sure he is the second most famous person on the Lakers themselves, right? So two, right? So if I say I don't want to travel,
So
what's the team?
So I'm not going to play at home, but I'm going to just play on the road.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like not playing back to back. You feel me? Like, what I'm saying
know
is
how crazy that is.
That's
the guys
crazy.
that are already down there playing.
That's crazy.
What is it crazy?
Yeah. Yes. That means I don't play at home, but hey, get ready for the road games. But when you come at home, don't even think about playing.
And don't think about shooting the ball past it.
Wait, hold on.
Every time.
I think y'all got this fucked up. First of all, I'm coming to this arena.
Okay.
It's being filled up because of me.
I'm bringing
the crowd.
That's why we need. That's why we need you to be on the road.
Y'all shouldn't have no animosity towards me because this is filled up because of me.
They did come.
Do your thing, brothers. Do y'all thing.
I did bring the crowd.
Right?
Right. On the road. Come on the road with us too.
Don't be sitting here mad at me.
Come on the road with us too.
It was 2,000 people before I got here. We got 20,000 in here. Show out. Y'all should be happy I'm here. Get your money up.
20,000.
Right? Jerseys is selling.
Get your money up.
Right? This thing is like Caitlin Clark, right? You can be mad all you want, but you was playing in 5,000 arenas. That was 20,000. So now your 20 points a game is in 15 more thousand people's eyes. Like, damn, I didn't even know she was that good. That's what this is. So,
Bronny.
I don't even know what to say no more, man.
I think
Eric needs to launch this.
Hey,
I
man.
think Eric needs to respond.
Hey man, look, it's privileges that come with being the king, man.
Oh my!
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Prince.
if your last name is Russell, it's certain privileges that come with that. You know what I mean? If you're a homeboy of a Russell, certain stuff come with that.
Eric,
and we all are benefiting from the privileges that come along with that.
This is a setback, Eric. You had started to see things clearly. Now you all the way back to
Listen,
I'm
man.
glad we here together
homie.
because this sounds like it's about to be an intervention.
Listen, homie, it's privileges that come with the name.
There's so many things wrong with this. First off, it's a publicity stunt for that exact reason, right? You're not gonna play any away games because we don't care about the other teams' stadiums, but you're gonna fill up these home games here. Second off, if you're not playing no away games, you're not building no chemistry, right? You're not really improving your game at all. Because whenever you play, now you don't have any consistency with the game plan. You don't know how to operate and maneuver with your teammates, so you're gonna end up chucking up bad shots or making bad plays, unnecessary turnovers, all of that. Then, never in the history of anything Have you ever seen a 55th pick dictate the terms of a G League contract?
You never heard of a 55th pick? Last name was James.
Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Never heard of a 55th pick name? Last name was James. Daddy is an all-time great. Hey, it comes with the privileges, man. It's part of the game.
What Chris said is right, but add on to the fact, how does this make both teams?
So what I
feel?
said wasn't right.
Well, I get that part. so the G League squad, like you said, you can't build chemistry, you can't build camaraderie, and you're making people pissed off because I'm really trying to get to the NBA and I'm busting my butt on this G League team, and you just playing with it,
dancing back
and forth. You know, I might
willy nilly.
Yeah, I might be on a team that might be trying to win a championship, and you just dropping down and back, and you might be going in the starting lineup. So you pissing everybody off in the locker room there, and then the people that's on the Lakers that really want to try to win, they seeing that you're playing around with that. And I'm like, man, look, man, like they let all the air out of the balloon when the first game, okay, Bronny came out, we got the moment, that was it. We thought that was over. And then we went back to Cleveland, it's like, oh, let's do it again in Cleveland. And then since then, they haven't been playing well.
Hey, man.
They're not a serious team.
It's LeBron's team, bro.
Eric, man.
Y'all gonna have to wait this one out, baby.
Eric,
I'm here for it.
Sorry. So
I'm here for it, man.
I want to add some color to what Chris said too, and you, Mel. Like, how are you a good?
So you ignoring my comments?
I'm gonna touch upon it, Eric. I promise. You know, but how are you a good teammate when you're not with the team full time, right? So like that causes problems. To Mel's point, the inconsistency. Like you can't be a good teammate. There's no camaraderie there because you're not with your team. And then also, Eric, like, so that means that you're saying that it's LeBron James's team, the Lakers.
It's LeBron James' team.
That puts nobody.
It should be LeBron James and the Lakers.
It's just, and it is. It is that way.
I think about changing the name to Otis and the Temptations.
That's the problem.
It is that way though. When I make a title on YouTube, LeBron James and the Lakers lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Like I hear you, but
that's why they brung him there though.
Yes, but basically Bronny. So Bronny, someone who has no talent. LeBron James, someone who is in the GOAT conversation, they both believe, so they're of the belief, and I guess NBA fans are in the belief that they're above the game. The Lakers are one of the most winningest franchises. Let's just talk about that. They're similar to the Knicks, where superstars don't dictate those teams. They do not help the Lakers sell tickets. They do not.
Who don't help the Lakers?
So what LeBron does, and I'm just being honest with you. So what LeBron does is he helps the NBA with ratings. When there's a national televised game, there might be 5 million watching the Lakers versus 1 million watching the Bucks or whoever. But the Lakers don't struggle to sell tickets. They are sold out all year round, just like the Knicks. They could be horribly tanking, but what helps
the Dallas Cowboys.
But what helps the teams, what helps the teams in the excitement, but what helps the teams in the excitement is when you win. And so LeBron James is setting the Lakers up for horrible failures because the locker room is going to be so jacked up. They already don't like Bronny being on the team. You can tell as soon as he checks into the game, chemistry is gone. They're flailing on the court. They're not winning right now. They're losing every game on the road, Eric.
Yeah, he about to lose that locker room. And JJ Redick like he aged 20 years already in 8 games.
His face is red. He's throwing tantrums, and we're only slamming his chair.
Somebody making money.
Let me hear from Zoe and Brick.
I mean, go ahead, Zoe.
No, you go ahead.
I was like, look, it ain't nothing much for me to say. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how you get all this privilege. I understand who your daddy is, but you averaging 1 point per game. I feel like I could do a little bit better than that in the
Stephen A. Smith numbers.
I'm trying to see. That's probably worse than Stephen A. Smith numbers. I'm trying to see what you're going to average in the home games with the G League, because if you barely getting 2 points in the NBA, what the heck are you going to do against G League players who are hungry right now?
That you already played against in preseason that was spanking you, making you look crazy.
If LeBron sent his son down there and say the offense go cater around him, like that game where he had 17, where they was trying to force feed him points, and they go down there and change the offense for him, and they run in the Bron system with Bronny.
You just took my point right there.
That's probably what's going to happen. And then, and Zoe, before you go, I just want to throw this out there.
Okay.
Bronny is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Bronny will get all-star votes. He might get voted in as a starter.
No,
I can see it.
No,
I can see it.
I'm okay with that. I think the All-Star game is a spectacle, guys.
No,
that's
put
what it
him-
is. So
put
I'm
him-
okay with him being an All-Star.
No, not
The only way he goes to All-Star weekend is one as a guest of his dad, or two in that Team World versus Team USA game.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
get that.
I don't want to see him in no other event. I don't want to hear an inkling about no All-Star game. I don't want to hear no 3-point shootout.
Chris, can Zoe speak? Zoe been waiting for 25 minutes to talk. Go ahead, Zoe. I know you was gonna say something because Chris went on a whole like soliloquy, man.
I said like 6 words.
He said soliloquy.
And therapy, we call that blocking. We call that blocking. Like, all right, Chris, thank you.
Hey, that's a good word there, E. Soliloquy? That's a good word right there. Nah, man,
soliloquy.
I get all of the privilege, and we are actually seeing the privilege. But look at the I've been a part of basketball teams, like organized basketball teams. I don't want no fly-by-night dude coming who don't got to grind with us. And these, I don't know if y'all familiar. The G League, the hotel rooms ain't the plush stuff that you staying in when you traveling on the road. That's part of the grind. You skipping the grind, man. I just feel like it would probably benefit you for you to actually stay down there, build chemistry with those guys, learn how to play, be accepted by your teammates, and then you can possibly shine. But I don't like this fly-by-night stuff, and I guarantee you them dudes in the locker room don't like it either.
Hey, so
but what about the delusional?
Hey, throw the phone line up so we can open the phone line up. And I'm sorry, Dominique, but look, just to throw a wrench in it, man. He's on a guaranteed contract, so if he did travel with them, his per diem is gonna be different. He won't be staying in them rooms they stay in.
He wasn't gonna stay in them whether he had per diem or not.
Right.
He got first off, he got the guaranteed contract, and then he's still on his daddy card.
Right.
Hey,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hey, comes along with the hey, listen. Deion Sanders' son, what's his name? Shador Sanders.
He got talent though, E.
He's good.
Hold on.
Right.
He's nice.
He drives a Rolls Royce to college.
He earned that. He
Yes,
nice.
but to your point, though, Eric, to your point, we're also Gilbert Arenas. Something that nobody mentioned yet is the fact that he compared him a delusional comparison to Caitlin Clark. Like, we're talking about somebody with talent, that drove fans to arenas based on her talent, based on her shot making ability. Bronny, to Brittany's point. Yes, he scores like 1 point a game, but he's 16% from the field
and 0% from the three.
0% from the three.
Yeah, man. And then hold on. I said this earlier. I said we was gonna watch him develop over the next 4 years of his contract. It's never happened before. I know it's hard to watch.
You mean that guaranteed contract he got?
Watch is an understatement.
It's hard to watch. I mean, if you want to see the Lakers win and score points and go to the games. Me and Mel went to one of the games. Want to take a picture
with his daddy.
Kobe statue.
2 years.
I mean, do your thing. But hey, you're not going to see. You're going to watch a
soap opera.
A disgrace, Eric. This is flat out. This is a disgrace.
Let me get the caller. Caller from Chicago. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Tell Eric to stay out the light. Stay out the light. It's blinding him.
Hey, man.
Something is wrong with that young man. Something is very wrong.
Go ahead, talk to him.
Go ahead, tell me, man. What's up?
He tried to compare Bronny with Caitlyn. Are you guys serious? Straight out of from Puffy, the Diddler, Gil was on some bitch assness. Straight out the box.
All right, man. Thanks for the call. We'll take. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate
it. There's zero integrity in the game right now. Like
today's
we can take 2 more quick ones, y'all, and then we're going to the next topic. 2 more quick ones. That was a good call, though.
The thing about what you brought up, Shador, right? But the thing about it is the difference between Shador and Bronny. We knew what Shador was. We saw his game. He's also a starter. He's also good at what he does. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the privileges of who his daddy is, yeah, that's cool. But it's not to say that he's not earning his keep on the field as well. We haven't seen Bronny earn his keep to be able to be like, okay, well, we can overlook the privilege.
Everything been given to him.
first? Isn't Shadir like
he's slated to be a number one pick?
He might be the first quarterback taken. All right, we got another caller from Pennsylvania, man. Can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name?
We got you.
All right, my name is Malik. I podcast No Prisoners.
Okay, No Prisoners. What's up, man? What's your thoughts?
All right, I'm calling because I say y'all know soon y'all gonna be eating all them words when Bronny show what he really got. Y'all know that, right?
I don't eat pork.
They gonna eat their words, buddy. I hear you, No Prisoners.
I don't eat pork.
They gonna eat their words.
I don't eat pork.
He used to.
They gonna eat their words too. Because Bronny gonna step up his game soon. Remember, y'all
when is he gonna step it up, Malik? Malik, you know I have a special affection for you, but when is he going to step it up? He didn't do it in high school. He wasn't a starter on his high school team. He wasn't a starter in college. When is he going to step it up? Is he going to go to the Goon League? Because the G League is the Goon League. So when he goes there, are we going to see him step it up there?
They're not going to put him in the G League. He's going to be right there.
He is in the G League.
They already say he's going to the G League.
He already sold out their debut game. So he's selling out tickets for the G League, to Eric's point. That's going to help that league. But that's where who
want to watch that though?
Somebody watching it.
Listen, you couldn't even tell. I couldn't even tell you where to find a G League game.
They stream it online.
Hold on, let's not try to drown out our call.
You want to
He's going to shine in that G League. Y'all watch. He's going to step up his game. Y'all say about these guys is hungry, but if they
what's the evidence of it?
Malik, he didn't shine at USC. How he go shine in the G League?
He didn't shine at Sierra Canyon.
He had games where he played good. He had a 17-point game.
Name me the game on earth in life that he shined in.
He averaged 5 points.
He didn't average 5 points. He didn't average 5 points.
He did average 5.
Don't overstate the case. He didn't average 5.
When you had
saying 5.
We have to stop you, Malik, when you're not telling the truth.
Hey, I'm here for it, Malik. Keep going.
All right, Malik, get your last word. We're gonna go to the last call and we're gonna move. Get your last words, man.
All right, my last word, within the next 3-4 games that he really gets some time in, y'all gonna see a real Bronny James. He gonna be good. The man had his father as his coach his whole life. He can't do nothing but be good.
Actually, his father.
There you go, buddy. I know that's right, Malik.
His father wasn't.
Can't do nothing but be good. I'm with you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this.
Thanks for the call, Malik.
I'm gonna
Carmelo coach.
All right, Malik.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Say no to drugs. Go ahead. I'm
gonna tell you this. Cubic zirconium shine too. So
they sure do.
Hold on. Real quick. When is 5 points good?
Diamond dealer the other day, and he was trying to sell me some earrings for my wife for like 5 G's and said it was lab tested.
Brittany got a question for you, Eric.
Go ahead.
I said, when is averaging 5 points good on any level?
Hey, you're right. Hey, I wasn't with Malik on that one, but I was just backing him up.
I mean, it wasn't.
I mean, if I average 5, you know what I mean?
But like, we're giving him more. He didn't even average 5.
We got one more. We got the last caller on the line, Greg Anderson. What's up, brother? This is
Greg.
VIP, man.
Yeah, definitely VIP.
Hey, y'all looking good up there, man. Y'all looking like network TV.
Hey, tell him again,
hey, man. I appreciate it.
Fresh Scoop Media, baby. Fresh Scoop Media.
Tell him again, Greg. We big time now.
Hey, now check this out. Y'all want to know the real reason why Bronny not playing no road games?
Talk to us.
It's because he's a virgin. You can't put that boy out on the road 20 miles away from any major city. These girls going to be running game all on them, talking about they pregnant every 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Y'all got to read between the lines, man. The man.
I need to plan B. I need to plan B.
You really don't think he been deflowered?
He has a girlfriend.
No, man, that boy still stuffed up, man. You see,
hey, hold on, man. I got one more call, Greg. Hey, Greg, man. Thanks for the call, man. All right.
Our boy GA.
This is the last call, and I know this is gonna be a good one, man. Ticket TV, what's up, my dog?
Oh Lord,
Ticket.
What's going on?
The jock strap is out tonight, ain't it? Oh, that boy Bronny get ready to go stink up there. He get ready to go stink up the G League now tomorrow. What the hell wrong with these people?
Hey man, look, man. Y'all gonna get off of Bronny, man. I'm telling you. Malik said he gonna show himself in a couple of years.
Nah. The media gonna get off of him when he starts thinking of trying up in the G League because there ain't gonna be nothing else to cover no more.
Hey, Ticket, real quick.
It's gonna be ugly, bro.
Hey, real quick. Why he ain't playing road games, man?
I mean, bro, listen, man. If it was on LeBron James, he'd have never put that boy down there. They know that boy ain't gonna listen, man. When you go to the G League, bro, you're supposed to dominate the G League to be able to get called back up. Bronny's not gonna dominate the G League. Bronny's gonna go down there and play like trash and still get call-ups. So the reason why they're doing it like that is so they got a reason to bring him back up. They're telling you ahead of time. Same way they did with his contract. They guaranteed him ahead of time because if you would have waited to see the product, there's no way that they could have justified him getting guaranteed. So they say this ahead of time. So it doesn't matter what he does, we're still going to bring him up. So that's how they're playing it. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to make him go through that grind. So he's really not going to work for it. He's really not going to get better. It's not going to mean nothing. But he's going to get his ass torched, bro. It's going to be embarrassing, man. It's a clown show in real life, and you guys are watching it, man. The dude is not good enough to play on no professional basketball level, bro.
Man,
no,
crazy,
I don't care where you at. He's just not good.
But how does this affect LeBron's legacy?
It don't.
Well, because it does. Because the reason why it does is because people now see that you manufacture stuff. You know what I'm saying? The same way that you manufacture your son getting in the league. Everybody knows that. Without you, your son, there's no way he's in the league. And they're talking about bringing the other bum Bryce in the league too, and they hyping him up. Oh, he's better than Bronny. No, he's not. He's trash too.
Oh my God!
So, you know. No.
I thought Bryce was the bomb last year.
He's thinking it up.
He regrets. He hasn't gotten better at all since last year or year before that.
This is true.
He was the bomb last year, and he was coming. Listen, I want you to think about this.
I drank the Kool-Aid ticket. I drank the Kool-Aid, and I seen some stuff I liked, and I drank the Kool-Aid. And then when I continued to look more, I was like, oh no, this dude average, man.
You gonna have to change your diet, man. Because you switch up every couple of years, man.
This should have been the biggest red flag. You're LeBron James' son, and you still coming off the bench. He's LeBron James' son coming off the bench in high school. Man. He's not good. He's not good, bro. You're LeBron James' son coming off the bench in high school, bro. You're not good.
And so you saying he's not better than Bronny either?
I don't care who you. That means your coaches. Hell no, they both suck. Bro, did you watch this? Go look up his stats. He's Bronny 2.0. That's it.
But like LeBron hoarding all these losers, how does and pretty much causing the Lakers to look like shit out there? How does this affect? Just the whole perception of him, the Lakers, like over the next.
I gotta get it, you, Dominique. So Dominique got a lot of these LeBron James jockstrap sniffers that want to hook up with her, right? I'm gonna tell y'all what she told me, man. It was the funniest thing I ever seen. She was like, she said, Ticket, don't you ever tell these LeBron James fans that they ever got a chance with you. She said, I forgot how she said, when she says they can't talk to me, nevertheless be able to sit at my dinner table. I said, oh man.
I said this because we all have a sports table, right? So LeBron James fans, they can't sit at my sports table besides Eric, and let alone my dinner table.
I'm about to say, shit, I'll take it to go, goddamn I ain't got to sit there.
I can't see myself cooking for a LeBron James fan.
So look, we're going to move to the next topic, but I appreciate the call. But look, we in Temecula, California, Ticket, and we at Fresh Scoop Media in a beautiful studio, man. Next time we fly everybody in here, you might have to come to Big Dog.
Just holler at me, dog. Listen, man. So yeah, just go ahead and watch some Stink to join up tomorrow in the G League, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Hey,
man, you can't even pay me to legally stream a G League game, let alone his.
All right,
just go to the G League website. Go to the G League website. You'll watch the clown.
I'm not wasting my high speed internet on that.
They got us again. I give it a watch, man. But yeah, thanks for the call, big dog. I'll catch you on the next one.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Yeah.
All right, you can take the phone lines now. Phone lines are closed, man. There's a lot of comments up there we ain't got to, man. We got 500 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button on y'all way in here, man.
Let me go ahead and read this one real quick while we got a super chat. Appreciate you, Push. I don't know what that last part is. EGHCK. I don't. Hey, anyway, he said he calling Kwame to finish Gil the fuck off. Okay, got it. All right.
Yo, hey, that live was funny as hell too.
That live was pretty crazy. George True first says Eric over there sipping on Ozempic. What?
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
I think Ozempic is a needle, though. I don't know if you drink.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
That we'll rock with it. Okay.
Appreciate the super chat, though. Appreciate it.
Jamel Thomas said there's some nice dudes in the G League. There's some nice dudes in the G League. Will Bronny be one of them, though?
Incorrect.
Absolutely not.
In about 4 years,
they're gonna look to embarrass him in the G League.
Yeah, he's definitely got a target on his back, especially because this is came out the mainstream media, so everybody done heard about it. So every G League player done heard about it. His teammates done heard about it. It's about to be bad. It's gonna be terrible.
Horizon Vibe says, so wait, Quincy and Bronny both in the G League?
Did they send Quincy down?
Probably so.
Yeah, but he's there to stay.
He's there to be there.
Oh, Quincy is?
Yeah.
How you get a little money in the G League?
The guy that, Bronny snatched his purse.
Hey, man. Look, it's certain. Hey, listen. Hey.
He stole his contract, man.
Hey, listen.
If I was Quincy, I'd slash.
You know what's gonna be crazy though, because Bryce is a senior. He's probably gonna do the same thing Bronny did, and in 2 more years, it's gonna be 3 roster spots wasted. Like you see how much damage their bench have right now with 1 roster spot wasted with Bronny.
With LeBron.
LeBron might be another one. That might be 2. I think that's 2 roster spots.
No, y'all are wrong. JJ Redick said he was the only one playing hard in that game.
Man, that's cap. That's cap.
Oh my God!
But
y'all gonna get off LeBron. LeBron ain't been
3 dead weight.
That was my friend gave me this job.
Exactly 3 dead weight roster spots.
Did y'all must have not seen the election. It's certain privileges that come with just being who you are.
We're gonna talk about that. Hey, we're gonna talk about that on the post game.
Man,
boy. Hey, listen, man. It's people right now, that need therapy tremendously after that election right now.
Hey, we are definitely gonna talk about it on the post game. So if you ain't signed up to our Patreon, go ahead and do that now. We're gonna be talking crazy. All right, Mel, you got anything else you want to add to the?
No, let's go ahead. So I told you I was gonna update my MVP. Well, before we even get to the MVP, my power rankings for the NBA, I updated it. Y'all didn't like who I had at number 5 last week, and after much evaluation, I got a new top 5 power rankings. So we put that on the screen real quick.
You ready to do it now?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And there it is. And now this is before the game started today, so obviously this game's being played right now. And a really good one because the Golden State Warriors are playing Cleveland right now.
They're not.
And it's over.
They got walked.
Cleveland
got walked.
Hey, listen,
136 to 111, I think. By who?
And it wasn't that close. It wasn't even that close. I'm watching the game on my other screen. It wasn't that close. Cleveland
136 to 117. Cleveland.
Cleveland hasn't even been playing like their best basketball. I feel like.
What are they? 10-0? 10-0 with this win?
Cleveland got my man
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley.
Darius Garland.
Hey, Darius Garland. Who tonight?
That team is sneakily very good. Like they went and got their pieces together very nicely.
I'm saying the East is looking a little competitive this year. It's weird.
It might not just be Boston and New York.
Nobody's touching Boston though. At the end, nobody's gonna touch.
I don't know because Golden State did just beat Boston.
Yeah.
So
no Jaylen Brown, no Porzingis.
Yeah.
No, that matters. That matters.
Come on, y'all.
But Golden State literally only has Steph Curry and Buddy Hield.
And you're right. That makes sense.
My point is they wouldn't beat Boston if the Porzingis and Jaylen Brown was there.
Exactly.
The fact that they're 7-2 with those two people.
For me, though, the verdict
is
still
impressive,
out.
but they're not better than Boston.
No, not better than Boston.
They're not better. So they're not better, right? But like there's certain teams that kind of have your number. Like Carmelo Anthony had LeBron James's number. Like Golden State, they get into the head.
Carmelo Anthony had.
Hold on, though. Let me just finish this. Golden State, Draymond, for whatever reason, and even Steve Kerr, they get into Boston's head psychologically. They do. They have no respect. They have no respect for Boston, and they typically beat them since they played them in the finals. Look it up.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of this stuff be mental. You know what I mean? You got to get over the hump, man. Because
Steve Kerr benched him.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like they as a team and a collective, they typically stomp on Boston. Golden State Warriors, they're not a contender this year. They're not going to win. All I'm saying is we're probably going to see them beat them a couple more times.
So, what did y'all think about the power rankings?
Bring them up one more time.
I had Cleveland number 1, OKC number 2, Boston number 3, Phoenix.
You know what, man? Only that OKC does scare me though.
So I like this, and OKC lost a close one to Denver, albeit Denver. But it was a close one. It came down to a block shot that would tie the game. So I'm not mad at. And you can't. I mean, the only undefeated team in the league, they hooping. They just got another one today. So I'm not mad at Cleveland at the top.
This is not a bad list, though. This is not a bad
list at all. This is not bad. And Golden State is up because who'd you have in last place last time?
I had who was number 5 last week? It was
Houston. It was Houston.
I had Houston. I still like Houston though.
I still like Houston too.
I also like the Pistons after what we saw.
Speaking of the Zoe, yeah, Pistons win.
I'm watching.
I like the way that the dog walked the Lakers.
Hey, listen. The Pistons. Cade Cunningham blocked a Onyeka Okongwu shot to win the game. Hey, I ain't got no complaints with that. You block somebody's shot to win the game, then you deserve it.
Listen, shout out to when it comes to the Pistons, I have to celebrate these small wins because these probably the only ones we're gonna get. So got to celebrate them when we get them. Yeah. You know, we sacrifice the Pistons for the Lions, but
all right. Now let me reveal my MVPs, and then I actually want Brittany the comment because she's been so quiet today for some reason. But hey, a reminder of how my criteria for my MVP. I need to see offensive value. I need to see defensive value, and all of that needs to lead to team success. And I take all of those things into accountability when I pick my MVP. And here's my top 5 for MVP. Kevin Durant is at number 1 now. Kevin Durant is at number 1 now, man.
I agree with that.
My man.
The dude almost averaging 2 blocks. He's leading this team tied for number 1 in the West with OKC. He's already hit clutch, not game winners, but very clutch
shots. Yeah.
To win games. It's been unreal. His defense is on point. He's averaging 28, 7, 4 or 5 assists, and then 2 blocks. And then he's not just protecting the rim, he's actually guarding the perimeter as well and leading. Right. Tatum drops for me. Mitchell is rising up. I mean, you can't have the best team in the league and not give some love to the person who's leading that team. Shea Gilgeous, I don't like the head-to-head battle with Jokic, and you come up a little slim. And Jokic replaced AD, and he's in my top 5.
I agree with you, Mel. Kevin Durant, for me, is this season's MVP so far. Not only is he, I know, Chris, like I love Kevin Durant. He's the best player in the league to me. So he's my favorite player in the league, and it's really the versatility in his game. You know,
True.
We talk about how he hits these difficult mid-range shots, but he really does it all. I watched him the other night, and he was in the paint. He was doing it all. You can't stop him. He's pretty much unguardable when he decides that he wants to be. So Kevin Durant's this year's MVP for me so far, and if he continues playing like this, no injury, I mean, he's just killing it. We're talking difficulty of shots, clutch baskets, post game. I watched what he did in the post the other night. It was unreal. Like I'm like, wow, because I started to think that can Kevin Durant still do these things or not? Because I was seeing him take just too many shots, perimeter shots, mid-range shots only. I'm like, can he do this? When I was watching what he did to AD, it's just he's that lethal. He's still, what do they call him? The
Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper.
Hey, and whatever hair products he's using have reaped his scalp.
Hold on.
That Joker has the worst hair.
Wait, hold on.
I know you. Chris, you go last. That's your dude. You go last. I got to hear from Brittany though.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean, look, I liked I like the power rate, and I am trying to talk. For some reason, my mic is going in and out. For some reason, I don't know what's going on here. But no, I mean, right now, yeah, I give KD the 3-week MVP as of right now, but I need to see it for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
No, I think he's a super talented player. I always thought he was a super talented player. But injury gets him too, and there are times where his team, primarily on Phoenix, where they just don't play like they should be playing. So I do think they have a very talented. I do think they have a talented roster over there with D-Book, and Bradley Beal has been playing well. He's also healthy. When they're in trouble, Bradley Beal, I've seen a couple times bail him out. So I don't mind putting him there right now, but I don't know. I'm a huge fan of SGA. It's still the beginning of the season. I feel like we're going to see a lot what we saw last year with him. And he could do it all as well. And OKC, like, my goodness, that team to me is young and incredible. And that's who I'm looking forward to see.
I see OKC being that Connecticut Sun type team from the WNBA, like solid team. For some reason, when I think of them and when I think of SGA, especially how he played in the Olympics, he played like shit. It is a different game, but to me, when you go to FIBA and you go to the Olympics, you get exposed. So if you're not really who you say you are, you typically get exposed in FIBA. And I feel that way about multiple players that went to the Olympics and were not able to show who they, who we think they are. And so, I just don't really believe in OKC. And I like SGA. I like his game. I like their team. I think they're young and they're going to continue to do well. I think they're going to be constantly in the running, constantly contending, but not actually winning a title.
I can see they're still
like
young.
SGA though. Go ahead.
Their window is still wide open though, because their entire roster is super duper young. You know what I'm saying? So they probably will take a couple of years to probably figure it out. I'm not mad at KD being number one, but like Jason Tatum still has been the most consistent player to me from beginning to end when it came to this part of the season. Like he's just playing well. Yes, I think he should have probably been more aggressive, especially down the stretch when it comes to that Warriors game. I think he probably should have been more aggressive, and I think he does that from time to time. I'm not going to say that he doesn't, but at the end of the day, when we're talking about both sides of the ball consistently, I still got JT as my MVP. Kevin Durant, if you got him number one with the Suns, especially compared to how they were looking at like games 1 and 2, I was like, this team is not unserious. But they turned it around, and Kevin Durant is the lead in charge of that, so I'm not mad at the list at all. It's a pretty good list. Like Mel, I hate giving you credit sometimes, but you came with two quality lists, the power rankings in the MVP.
Solid.
I do. Come on, Zoe. I have to push back a little bit because there's teams that you've got to beat. Right now, if the Lakers play Golden State, I think they're winning. I think LeBron's taking over that game. He's beating up Steph Curry. Why can't Tatum do it? That was a game that they needed to win just for appearances, though, Mel. Like, there's just certain things you need to do. I need to see Tatum be that dog. He's got too much light skin in him when it comes to the Warriors. How come you can't stop? I'm just saying, how come you can't stomp out? How come you can't stomp out Steph Curry? Jason Tatum is 6'9". Why does he go up to why does he go to the rim so weak?
I don't think he go to the rim weak like
I
that.
do.
He does. No. Listen, especially in this game, I felt like a lot of times when you're a 6'10" dude with the skill set that he has, I do think sometimes he settles. He settles for the jump shot because he has.
I think so too.
I think
he could definitely bully more than what he does.
When he bullies Golden State, I'm gonna give him his props. I promise. That's what I need to see, guys.
So they struggled with Brooklyn tonight. Right, they still don't have Jaylen Brown and Porzingis. They won in overtime. Tatum had 33. He hit 5 of 13 threes, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He had 3 turnovers, but that's not horrible. But 3 turnovers is 3 turnovers.
Facts.
So they did that. Your boy Ben Simmons, 8 points.
Woo!
7 rebounds, 8 assists.
How you beat Simmons on?
Hey, that man Ben Simmons out there putting up Draymond numbers.
Wait a minute. Who is a Ben Simmons fan in here?
I mean, how you not a Ben Simmons fan?
You got to be a Ben Simmons fan.
Ben Simmons.
Maybe you know what? No. Brittany is not a Ben Simmons fan.
I'm not a Ben Simmons fan. Don't put that on me.
Brittany, I'm with you. Ben Simmons is wearing the same costume that Bronny James is wearing right now.
Yeah. I can't do that.
They're wearing the same costume.
I'm not going to go.
I'm not going to go that
deep. Met Gala, he prefers to be wearing jewelry on the sidelines. He's not a basketball player, guys.
I'm not going to go that far because he did come in the league with some talent, but to me, his mentality is just off. I mean, he did say it in college, so. But he quit
in college too. He quit at LSU.
Yeah, he's not in the league for the right reasons, clearly, because he to me is just a waste. It's a waste. You're there for the money and nothing else.
He's weak.
He's there for the perks.
That's all he's there for.
I mean, Brittany, how heartbreaking was it when your team lost to the Atlanta Hawks? Someone who's one guy who doesn't have a fully developed head and skull. To one guy his body is undeveloped. Philly lost to them all because Ben Simmons refused to go up and dunk. And look, Embiid had 8 turnovers that game.
And he missed crucial free throws.
You know what I think about Embiid. You know what I think about Embiid, but all I'm saying is Ben Simmons.
What do we think about Embiid? I gotta hear this one.
You already know.
What is it?
Let's talk about Embiid. What do we think about Embiid?
Talk about Embiid now.
I think Embiid melts down all too often when we need him in crucial times, and I can't continue to make the excuse of him being injured on the floor. If you show up, you're going to be held accountable. I have to keep it consistent for everybody. Okay.
Wait a minute. That's not always about him melting down. You have to understand the teams that he has had around him.
But what do you think 8 turnovers are, Brittany? 8 turnovers in back-to-back games?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, because I hear what you're saying. But when you have nobody else on your team to get anything done, what will the defense do? The defense will just collapse on you. There's nobody else that could create their own shot unless it's Embiid doing it for them. It's nobody else who's good outside perimeter shooters.
Can create.
Did you see James Harden last year?
Now he can.
I mean, we're just saying somebody who can create their own shot.
Did you see James Harden last year? Did you say James Harden was the best player in the playoffs last year?
No,
2 years ago.
Except for you don't need to be the best player though to be able to create your own shot. I can't accept the 8 turnovers, Brittany, and back-to-back games.
Well, that's what happens when you have nobody else around you. You need help. What help have you had?
Brittany, I wish that we could put those turnovers on camera because they were careless turnovers. And he turned the ball over when nobody was near him. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
I understand what you're saying, but he has nobody else the team can depend on. Look at the team now.
For him to
Brittany, you got a mic.
He's losing the ball when nobody was defending
the
him.
team right now. The team is 1-7 without him. Who can they depend on? They can't depend on nobody else.
Well, hold on.
Who can I run to?
Hold on.
Like, who can I run to?
Hold on. Let me come to the aid of Philly real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me come to the aid of Philly real quick. So Tyrese Maxey is down for a few weeks for a hamstring injury. Paul George just got back 2 games ago?
Yeah.
And Embiid hasn't played yet. So that's where your money making is at right there. Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George, who have not played 1 game together yet this season. Let alone and Maxey and PG played how many games together? Did he get hurt before or after PG came back?
Yeah, PG wishy-washy.
The second game.
Right.
Second game of PG being back, right? So you have no star. Yeah. So you have no star.
I know this.
So there is reason why they're 1-7. So
no, I understand that, but what I'm saying
is also on an intermittent leave of absence.
Dominique, what I'm saying is going to what she's trying to say. Just building off of that, when Embiid is in there, the times that he didn't have a Paul George, or maybe he did have Maxey. Maxey wasn't ready then. He wasn't ready at all then. James Harden, we're gonna leave him out of the equation. period, because we already seen how he could be during certain times. He has to do everything on his own. We can see that. He had to do everything on his own. Even the coaching staff and the organization understands he does everything. So appreciate it. So yes, if he happens, yes, I got on him when he got the 8 turnovers as well. I did too. But I also had to understand who else does he have to score.
I rest my case.
Not in the playoffs.
I rest my case. You're not bypassing the turnovers. You're not bypassing those games that he played poorly. So I have no issue with what you're saying. I just think there's losing, and then there's just like super ugly losses. That's all.
All right, well, we're gonna put a pin in it on there because we're crunching for time. So I do want to get to since y'all brought up Philly, we'll start there. It's 4 teams that we had high expectations for that are kind of struggling. You know, Doc Rivers and the Bucks with Dame Lillard and Giannis.
That didn't work out.
Philadelphia right now, and then on the West, I'm concerned about the Lakers, and I'm also concerned about what's the other team in the West is they're struggling right
Nuggets.
now?
Nuggets.
Lakers.
Nuggets. So out of all of those teams, out of those 4, 2 on the East, 2 on the West, which one has the best chances to turn it around?
One from each side or just one general?
I mean, just go.
I'm sorry. So Nuggets on the West. Nuggets, Lakers,
Philly, Bucks.
Nuggets, Lakers, Phillies, Bucks.
Nuggets have the best chance of turning it around.
Why?
Because their issue is depth in their bench. So right now, they injected Russell Westbrook into their starting lineup. The Lakers have no chance of turning it around. They have Bronny on their team. Philly, they're going to be injured. Embiid is on an intermittent LOA. Paul George will be injured. We know that. And then who is the other team? Milwaukee
will be injured.
Milwaukee, they started off as serial losers, but I think they're going to be better than the Lakers, but I think that the Nuggets will still be a better team than they are.
You can put money on that. He's gonna be injured.
Dom,
Leonard, he's gonna be injured.
Because the Nuggets can get a piece for their bench come the trade deadline.
Okay, so you saying pending a move. That's what you're saying. The Nuggets can be better. They need to still make some moves.
Without that, they've already started turning it around. They injected Russell Westbrook into the starting lineup, and they've been undefeated since.
Well, Jamal Murray's got to come back, so Russ won't be in that lineup for long. But look, this is my thing.
But if they move him to the 2, because based on what they're doing, they might.
So this is what I think.
This Westbrook dream is going to last, though.
Four more games.
Listen, and I was about to
let me say this real quick. I slightly disagree. I do agree that the Nuggets got a better chance of turning around, but not because of what you saying. I'm thinking because they're going to get help from the NBA, right? Because they would have been
very well be.
Here we go.
They would have been 0-5. They got 2 games given to them. They went into overtime. They got blowed out both games and somehow got to overtime and got those wins. But they weren't supposed to win those games. They got a lot of help. But this is what I think is going on with Denver.
Okay.
They lost too much. Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, Caldwell Pope, and teams have also figured them out. And they're starting to realize that even though Jokic is phenomenal and he is 1 or number 2 best center in the league right now and probably a top 10 player in the league as well, I think teams have figured them out. They figured Jokic out. And the magic is gone. Their window is closed. So, right. So, but the NBA is going to help them.
You also have 2 FNBA teams in the mix. So Giannis and Jokic, they're protected by the foreign NBA protection program. So they're both going to benefit from the refs. So they probably both have an equal chance of turning it around. I think the Bucks, they're going to come out of this losing streak. Giannis, it's either he's leaving, I hear him going to the Knicks, or they're going to turn it around.
All right, let's go around real quick.
If he leaves, they're not going to turn nothing around.
So and I hate to have to say this, man, but out of those 4 teams, it's going to be the Lakers. I think. Listen, man.
Because of Bronny?
No,
yeah, he's the difference maker.
It's going to be because of AD. They have to go back to playing through AD. Once you do that, that's when that's when they were winning.
Plantar fasciitis.
Oh well, see,
he's already starting the injury stuff because he sees the writing on the wall. But
so here we go.
The
Here she
JJ
go.
stuff is so bad right now. I don't think anybody wants to play for him, including Anthony Davis.
But it's not going to be the Nuggets, and I'll say because of this. As long as Russell Westbrook keeps popping up as your leading stat leader and your leading scorer, that's not going to end up being your winning formula. You got to go back to what got you the ring in the first place. As much as I hate it, it worked for them. You got to go back to playing through Jokic, right? Westbrook, this is just a pipe dream. This is an injection of adrenaline, and like Mel said, there'll probably be 4 games, and then now we see Russell Westbrook all over again, right? And hot take.
So you see the Lakers going further in the playoffs than the Nuggets, because that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like who's going to have a better regular season and who's going to go into the playoffs stronger?
I'll even put it to you like this.
Book them.
It'll be the Lakers that eliminate the Nuggets in the first round.
Boom.
Okay.
Boy, you spoken that good.
Boom. It's going to be a 4-5 matchup, and the Lakers going to eliminate the Nuggets.
Because you do know that the Lakers couldn't beat them with the free throw disparity. You know that, right?
But that's because they were playing LeBron ball. If you let the offense go through AD, there's nothing Jokic could do for it.
What has given you the idea?
AD have been balling though.
Yeah.
AD has been balling.
He always does.
Averaging what, 30 and some change, 31, 32?
Blocking shots. Still,
you know that LeBron can't resist that hero ball. He did it in the last series.
He might not be able to resist it, but at this point, I don't think he has, because there's a whole point of him trying to say he wants to do the whole 82. The only way you do 82 is by passing the torch, finally.
But do you think, do you believe that he's going to go into fourth quarters with 6 points or something like that?
As long as he got like 12, 13 assists, then they should be fine.
No. I'm just trying to get what they think.
Who you got? Which one you think is going?
Hey man, you know I'm going with LA all day. It don't even matter.
Hey man, we don't even have to ask Eric.
Yeah, it's LA all day, buddy.
I was hoping because it's a special occasion.
You know what I mean?
Eric
we live on location.
It's LA,
hey, Eric he can only be one way, man. This is
well, I'm rooting for Eric.
It's LA, man.
Sheesh.
Hey, you know what? When we win the Western Conference Finals,
whoa.
I'm rooting for you, Eric.
And the only reason why he made that is because they're not making the Western Conference Finals.
Facts.
Oh, really? Really?
They're not going.
I got you.
You gonna send me?
Hey, come on down. I got you.
That's
all right. Yeah.
Hey, because the plane tickets ain't that high though.
I'll drive.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on down.
You ain't even got to fly, man. I'll drive.
We gonna go to the game
for sure.
We going to the game.
Sound like a plan.
Sound like a plan to me. So who you got?
I don't have the Lakers.
Hey, Zoe, stop hating.
My bad. I'm just keeping it real. Listen. I don't have the Lakers only because I think that they're as much as Chris made valid points when he said running the offense through AD seems like to be. I don't think they'll consistently do that because LeBron James has to be the story. And 2, even if they were considering doing that, how many games is AD going to play? Honestly.
Well, he played 70 last year, right?
Yeah, he played a lot of games last year.
Do you think that's going to happen again?
I can see 60, 62.
Nah, man. He has not been the person. Like he's just
already out.
Consistently playing. He's already out now. We 10 games in. He's already out. He'll do.
Man, listen, bro.
I think he'll be.
The harder it gets on you, man.
It's true.
Eric, the harder it gets on you, bro.
Pause, yeah.
That's the double down.
Oh, that was a double pause.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't. Yeah. I think I'm too old for
time out, T-Bert.
He got me.
I want to say Philly because like Chris said, we haven't seen them guys play together, and I think that Maxey is turning the corner from where he was, especially comparing to that Atlanta series. He's a much better ball handler. He's a much better facilitator. And I think if you all get those guys healthy, I think they'll be the closest turnaround. I got no faith in Glenn the consultant. I tell you that right now. I got zero faith.
I got negative faith in Glenn.
Blow that team up, man, and do whatever you're going to do with Giannis or not. But it got to be something different. I don't have no faith in those guys.
Yeah, I don't have faith in Glenn either, man, because your hairline could not stay that together all the years like
it's
that.
not together.
Oh my gosh.
It's not fair.
I think that's a I don't think that's hair.
It's spray painted.
Yeah, it gotta be spray
I
paint.
think that's paint.
You only supposed to get the enhancement for your lineup, not your whole fade.
Yeah, he got a whole fade.
That might be a tattoo.
Sprayed.
Yeah.
Man,
So it might be. It might be. What's that microblading?
Yeah, I think
that might be microblading.
Like
Because it's crazy. He ain't never sweated it out, but he be under them lights in that suit.
Yeah.
And he be
That's a good
sweating.
point. That's a good point.
That's a tattoo.
Might be a
Gotta
tattoo.
be.
Tattoo.
Hey, whoever doing, my man Kevin Durant need a relaxer, and he need to let that.
Nah, listen. Hey, Kevin Durant is.
I don't even think relaxer will take on that shit.
Kevin Durant is the true definition of ball is life. He only cares about hooping.
Clearly,
Maybe he just goes bald.
Bald is like
please do it. Just go bald, y'all.
We he cleans up for the playoffs, so we'll get to the playoffs and then you'll see a new haircut. It's just let it happen.
My haircut, just cut it off.
Us Durant fans, we've already accepted this fate. He's a hooper, so we
He used to look good when Russell Westbrook was his leader.
say what now?
When he was following Russell Westbrook around, he used to look really good.
We were doing so
super
well
clean cut.
without the trigger words. We were doing so well.
Are we gonna hear from Brittany on this segment?
I'm sorry.
I'm waiting for my turn here. so-
I done triggered Brittany.
Ma'am, you don't you
Oh, I ain't triggered. Oh, for
Yeah,
what?
her hair cap came up in there.
Brittany, we're in the barbershop.
Look at that Joel Embiid nonsense. Stop that. That ain't triggered off of that.
Her hat came up when you start talking about it.
That's what that's called. No, I'm just playing. But no. If I'm gonna say Philly. I'm gonna give him a chance because I can start on my own team. I really can. But I think I think health is the biggest factor. Right now, they're running a Joel Embiid type of offense without Joel Embiid, and you just can't do that. You can't do that at all. So I think when he's healthy and he's back, that puts everybody else back into their normal roles. Everybody you could tell is just playing out of place. They playing positions that they shouldn't be playing at all. And I'm putting ownership on that on the coach. He's supposed to figure that out and figure out everybody's strength and their best position on a court with or without Joel Embiid. So, but I'm gonna say I like what Zoe said about Maxey. He is turning things around. A couple years ago, he wasn't ready. He's getting better now. I mean, he is hurt right now, but my biggest issue with Maxey is sometimes he's just not aggressive enough at times. Like this, I respect Paul George, but there's never a time to me where Paul George should take the last shot. This is your team when Joel Embiid is not on the floor. That's Maxey's shot. So, right now, I'm gonna give it to the Sixers for right now. The Bucks, I don't have it. You got players coming out. There's no chemistry. Giannis is already talking about he's thinking about leaving. After he demanded a new coach. So I mean, I don't
demanded a coach, Brittany, demanded Dame Lillard, traded away Drew Holiday, critical piece. Like, I don't think that he deserves to pick up and leave after he demanded all these things. I'm with you.
Yeah. Right. So I think the Nuggets, I don't know, where does the Nuggets sit at? Hold on.
Like 5-3 right now.
You said they're 5-3?
Yeah, unless they played tonight. Did they play tonight?
I'll be honest with you. I don't even watch basketball until the playoffs. Come on.
I mean,
never say that live ever again.
Yeah. When I say I don't watch it, I'm not into it like that. I see
highlights. That was a very good reframe.
Hold on. God dang. I think the Nuggets, they're 7 and they're 7. They're not going to be too much higher. I kind of feel like we are getting they made too many mistakes. Like, you can't get rid of KCP. They let him go. I think that was a big loss. It was somebody else they let go. I can't remember who the heck it was. Yeah, Bruce Brown. To me, that was a huge loss, coming off the bench, providing some defense and some surprising scoring, in my opinion. And then I'm missing a team. What was the other team? The Lakers.
Yeah,
the Lakers will be a play-in team again. They're always a play-in team.
Brittany, we were doing so good.
They have been a play-in team in the last 5-6 years, though.
They'll be a play-in team
since the bubble.
Here we go with the bubble. You still hating on the bubble, dog?
I mean, and that's technically a play-in team. Everybody was a play-in team.
When you look at the tensions on that team,
a church league
Russell and JJ Redick are going to. That's going to implode. And so they're starting all of the blame game is starting with the Lakers. So I'm curious to see what happens. It's just like you're sitting there watching a train wreck.
Hey, I want to see him play that AD ball. I think they can turn it around.
and Bronny is the conductor of that train.
Facts.
Bronny ain't even getting in the game like that now. Come on, y'all ad-libbing on that one. Bronny get in the game like 3-4 minutes. They let him run around a little bit.
Somehow end up with a -17.
Facts.
All right, y'all. So I think we only gonna have time for the D Wade topic. So we gonna miss football again. Oh, we're gonna miss football again tonight, man.
Hey, who post gaming tonight? All y'all?
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't got to worry about it. I already know what my team doing. I ain't got to say nothing.
Y'all got to be one of the worst.
I feel like I'm
teams I've ever
creeping
seen.
up in the pick.
Y'all got to. God damn,
it's okay, bro.
We know who the best team in the league is, though. For real.
Who is it? Say it, Chris.
The Motor City Kitties, dog. Detroit Lions, baby.
Well, hold on. Let's see how quick we can get through this D Wade.
Go through the D Wade real quick, because I'm gonna tear Chris' ass up. Go ahead. Oh.
Hey.
I said pause. I said I gave you the pause.
You ain't got to do that. Real quick before we start, let me go ahead and read George Truth Hurts $2. Appreciate the super chat. If the Suns sign Howard, it's over. Do you think that matters since we're moving off NBA ranking?
You know what? I respect all super chats, but we crunch for time, so I probably ain't go respond to the $2 one. If it was a $20, no, I'm just saying no, because we
money to the poor.
No, we don't have time. That's the equivalent. No, we read it. No.
$2.
That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent.
No.
We grade his $2.
We're not in the garage right now, and I don't want to go over time. And you know what I mean?
I got you. Hey, I'm with you.
Yeah, the $2 ain't gonna cover the studio time.
That's the equivalent of the offering plate going around.
Hey, Mel,
If I want us to finish all these topics and stay.
They getting at you in the comments. They getting at you in the comments.
Go.
We appreciate
real quick. They getting at you in the comments, Mel. I just want to let you know that.
What they say?
They say, Mel, Mel, you messy. Diabolical. They said, Mel is changing on us. They call you
Mel A. Smith. Oh, fighting words.
Hey, the one who said it, the one who said the $2 said, you out your motherfucking mind, Mel. You out your mind. How you gonna sit on his $2 like that?
Maybe we don't do the studio anymore.
No. Taco Master, appreciate the super chat. He said, I like to answer that guy's question, please. hey, JT, shout out JT. JT, hey, we're talking. I assume you're going to be the Patreon because he was funny as hell. He said 30,000. The male don't know how to act. Bro,
but I love, man, bro. I love this podcast and I love the community we got here.
Of course,
y'all dope, man. But I'm just saying that the $2, it could, you know,
calling you Mel money.
Move on.
You ain't got to do them.
We renting a studio.
It's
That's
just about efficiency, guys.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
And I thank you for it.
It is all about efficiency.
It is greatly appreciated.
2 hours is my limit.
Yeah, he can't push no button in this one. He got to yank the cord out and walk out.
I'm just walking out. I got to use the restroom real quick. I'll be back.
All right, let's get to this D Wade topic.
Let's get D Wade.
So D Wade, so this is interesting, man. D Wade has been trying to tell pieces of the story of the formation of the Big Three in Miami. And I've heard him on 2 or 3 different podcasts, give his version of it. But every time he gives his version, he gives a little bit new information, right? And that's what he did on Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller's the OG podcast. He spoke about the formation of the Big Three. And interesting enough, you know what? Just go ahead and play it.
Yeah, play it.
I don't want to jump around, but you talked about Coach Spo earlier, and then you talked about this draft class. How did you all put this Big Three thing together? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I played on a team. I still don't know the answer. So the people at home really need to hear the answer.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure everyone has their own version, first of all.
All right, well, tell us
no
the
better
real
version than yours.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone has
The only
their own
version I know is the version that my ass was almost out of here.
You weren't going to let that happen, were you?
Man, my man was gone already. I had to You know how you can't hear somebody going so far away? Like, you did. You did. But you know how it happened, man? Conversations. It happened. LeBron, give credit to LeBron. He was at a period in his career where he started seeing, he wanted to see something different for himself. And so because of that, you know, this guy coming off, we all was in 7 years of our career at that time. So we all have done some amazing individual things. I think he had 2 MVPs at the time. I already had my finals and my MVP. I'm straight. I'm sitting back like one day the HOF called. But it was a time where we had already won. We already experienced what that was. And then we went through losing. We went through rebuilding. And I was tired of that. I was actually leaving Miami at that time.
Really?
I didn't think that nobody out there that we could get was going to help us get to that level. But I got that call, man. I got that call from number 6.
I heard the Chicago thing. And the funny thing is I heard the Chicago thing with you and LeBron.
Yeah, it was a lot of scenarios. It was a lot of different scenarios.
Hold on. I want to hear this. How close were we to being in Chicago or somewhere else?
It was a part of the conversation. Because I think what people don't remember is when we went into that summer, every team did what they needed to do to get 2 star players.
Yeah. That's when all you guys were taking all those trips and everybody was going to visit like these different teams.
Yeah, these different
New
teams.
York and
the Brooklyn Nets now, the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls, the Clippers, like all these teams that everybody had, that Chris had, that I had, that Amari had, that Brian had, they all had a chance to get 2 star players. Yeah. So Chicago looking like, hey, all right, now what? Now I don't know the truth of the conversation, what I'm not privy to. But in my mind, I was like, if I'm going to go to Chicago, it can't be me and Brian. I got to beat Brian there. They're going to take him before they take me. But it could be me and Chris, or it could be me and a Boozer, or whatever it is, right? It couldn't, because I never thought about playing with LeBron.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was possible, first of all.
So I was shocked when it happened.
You and me both.
Shocked.
And plus, it's my favorite person besides Cole, like, to compete against. I'm not thinking about playing with him. I'm I love our matchups. And then I got a call.
Wow.
And the call was, Brian was on the call, I was on the call, our agents were on the call, and it was explained to us on that call that the Miami Heat quietly did enough so they can get 3 star players. Wow. And that's when the game changed.
Pat Riley, I'm telling you.
Andy,
him and Andy.
And Pat.
Oh my God.
And it was quiet. It was no ESPN, no reports, no breaking
everybody
news.
Else was talking about it.
Everybody was talking about that. The Heat was quiet. And so I was thinking 2 players go to a team. When they hit us with that, I was like, so you get that little quietness on the phone with Brian. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you want to do? And so we went from there to like, let's get in person. Let's have a conversation. We had already knew the other player, if it was 3 who we would like to play with. His name was Christopher Bosch. Chris was represented by the same agent, Henry Thomas, at the time. And so we just kind of like let Chris know, like, hey, we're having this meeting, talk about some stuff. Let's talk about it. And so we had a secret meeting, secret location. It may come out in one of the documentaries somebody did. We'll talk about all that. But it was some real fire.
It was in Miami?
Nah, it was secret location.
Yeah, I was going to say. It
was how we did. I mean, you know what? I got a production company. I may just do a movie on just like 24 hours of the Big 3. And now if I do it and show y'all how we all met up, it was fire.
Brittany, what you take from all that? Because that was a lot.
Sheesh.
Secret meeting. It was LeBron's idea. He the one who picked the phone up. All the teams was gearing up to get 2 of those stars because that was a huge free agent summer. Carlos Boozer, Chris Bosh, Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron, D-Wade. There was so many free agents that was going to be available, and all these teams had freed their cap space from the previous 2 or 3 years just so they can have enough to get 2 of those guys.
They called it the free agent frenzy.
And LeBron had the bright idea to say, man, forget 2. Let's get 3 of us on one squad. What's all your thoughts on that, the secret meeting and all that stuff, man?
Go ahead, Britt.
I mean, I'm not really surprised. I feel like I think at that time, wasn't LeBron about quitting on Cleveland at that time? Then he basically quit on that team. So I think he was just getting frustrated and he couldn't get past Boston at the time. I think they had Paul George. I'm not Paul George. Paul Pierce and KG. And I think Ray Allen was a part of that team. So I guess he figured the only way he could beat them was he needed to team up with at least 2 of those other guys. And my understanding, it was supposed to be Carmelo was supposed to be one of the main guys, my understanding. But somehow it was too late for Carmelo, because Carmelo is like, all right, I'm signing with New York, but the other guys,
was supposed to go to New York. There was talks about them going to New York.
Yeah, but then something happened, and then they all decided to go to Miami. So, I mean, at the time, I think, I don't know. I think just me as a basketball fan, I said, what the heck is going on here? They creating a crazy super team. Nobody's going to beat this team. At least I felt like it. They only won 2 championships out of the whole thing, but nobody was going to beat this team. So I don't know whether to call it smart on LeBron's, because it definitely helped his legacy, or that's something maybe the NBA should have stepped in like they did with that Chris Paul situation with the Lakers. They should have stepped in and said, no, you guys can't have all 3 of these superstars on one team. And not only did they get the 2 superstars, they went and got Ray Allen. Then they have Mike Miller, Shane Battier. Like, all these former all-stars came to the team. So I think the NBA at the time, in my opinion, should have stepped in. But I mean, it is what it is. So
I mean, it probably was a smart move, but it definitely wasn't an alpha move.
No,
that's nothing. Mike, that's not anything Mike, Kobe, or Larry Bird would have done. As a matter of fact, I remember when Dirk was a free agent, and the Lakers front office went to Kobe and was like, "Give him a call." And Kobe was like, "I already know what he gonna say, but I mean, just because y'all asking me, I'll call." And he called Dirk and was like, "Dirk, I know the answer, but they told me to call you. You're a free agent. What you think about LA?" And he was like, "I can't do that," because they thought like, I can't go and team up with this dude. I've been, like we on the same level. I have to be able to find out which one of us is the most alpha. I can't find that out by going to go play with him.
That's why, to me, no disrespect to anybody, but I cannot put LeBron number 1 in my GOAT status. Like I just can't. I can't, because to me, if you want to be the best, you need to beat the best. That's what Michael Jordan, his mindset was. Larry Bird was best friends with Magic Johnson, and they never thought to team up with one another. Matter of fact, they said on the court, we enemies. Forget you. Off the court, yeah, we go hang out, but on the court, I'm not your friend on the court. So to me, in order to be the best, you have to be able to beat the best, and he wanted to team up with the best at that time.
I think it makes it. I mean, because we kind of knew like the move was kind of cheap. If you depending on who you ask, right? The move was kind of cheap, but now hearing that LeBron was the one that kind of spearheaded the whole thing, and knowing that Dwayne Wade did it by himself already, right? And you went and by himself.
Dwayne Wade did it by himself.
We're not throwing that Shaq as
oh any my God, Shaq didn't play on the team.
He played, but you
pull up the
oh
stats.
my
Chris
God,
is right.
You asking for a Shaq whose knees was gone.
Yeah, it was
carried.
It was.
Oh
carried
my God,
the team.
bro.
So even if we change it, he didn't do it by himself because nobody can win by themselves. He still carried them.
But we can't say that it was D Wade and Shaq. Like it was Kobe and Shaq.
They weren't.
That's not how it was.
Time out.
They weren't a duo by any means.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I might have to be on E with this one.
Oh my God. I can't believe they just said that.
Hold on. The reason why I say that is because when I bring up the 2001 Allen Iverson years, everybody will say, well, he had Mutombo. And I'm like, Mutombo didn't do anything.
Who said that?
Let him speak. Go ahead.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Some people on here said this.
Listen, AI had nobody on that team.
You just said Dwayne Wade didn't have nobody.
He didn't.
Oh my God, bro.
There's somebody pull up the stat. There's no way that Shaq
was that
he had Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. And Udonis has them.
Thank you.
They had
pretty much what they had was the same team that Philly had in 2001, in my opinion. Just as
my God. Oh
it was
my
the
God.
same.
She's making it work.
Making it worse.
But
they had
so we
veterans
getting off point because his point is Wade had already won.
Yeah, Wade
and he had already won. Being
you can say that
the alpha of the team.
Yeah, he won Finals MVP and everything. So I'll say this.
I give you that.
He led that team. He led to that championship.
I'm okay with him leading. Okay, don't say he did it by himself.
Anyway, he led that team to the championship, got the Finals MVP. So we already seen that D Wade could do it and did do it. LeBron had 7 years to do it. Granted, he might not have had. You can argue that they didn't put the pieces around him in Cleveland, whatever. But for him being who he was supposed to be,
some motherfucker named Big Z.
No, don't disrespect Big Z.
Honestly,
Don't disrespect Big Z.
They were a good team.
Big Z was legit.
Named Big Z. I'm gonna just be like, oh,
Big Z was legit.
It's Big Z.
Big Z was legit. Right?
Big Z was legit, bro.
Big Z was legit.
Come on, man.
It wasn't a bad team. It wasn't a bad team.
They weren't.
For the fact that
he wasn't all-star.
He was an all-star.
For the fact that LeBron was the NBA's golden child, he was David Stern's poster boy, right? For all these things that he had going with him that you couldn't in 7 years, you only mustered one finals appearance and you got swept and you didn't get any rings out of this.
Bro, the dude was 7 years old when he came into the league. Dog.
Okay, they can.
He didn't have no college career.
Wait.
Go ahead, man.
Him and Dwayne Wade, what? Got his ring, what? They got the ring in 06. They got drafted in 3 years?
3 years.
He got his ring in 3 years?
Where did Dwayne Wade play?
Marquette.
He played college ball, right?
Was LeBron not touted to be the greatest thing since Michael Jordan?
Bro, because of his physical attributes, not because he was the greatest basketball skill player. He was 6'8".
Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere.
Therapy is working.
Now we getting somewhere.
Here we go, bro.
So LeBron
him and Big Z had it. Don't worry.
So LeBron recognized this deficiency and was like, you know what? I'm tired of going against these guys that are as good or arguably might be better than me at this time in our careers. Why don't we just solve this and we all win and we go build this together?
I don't think he said that. I think he's seen
what Wade said.
He's seen that. First of all, I'm gonna just say this so we can stop all the drama. Different generations, different era, different mindset, different results. Jordan's era's gone, dog. I know. Man, listen. I love the tennis shoes too. I got a couple pairs. Jordan era's gone, man. It's over with, baby. He had his era. That was the era of what y'all call the alpha males. That was the alpha male era.
Is that what we're gonna call it?
That was the alpha male era.
The alpha era.
Shit, because Jordan beta male era.
Beta.
So here's the thing. So I want to say this because I feel like everybody made good points. Chris made excellent points about, just about D Wade winning before, obviously. Brittany, for me, you made one of the best points, and you mentioned the NBA stepping in and why didn't they do that? I think I can answer that though.
Here come the sisterhood. Go ahead.
It's not about the sisterhood. She said that what she thinks should have happened was that the NBA should have stepped in, but they didn't because of Kobe Bryant. They were like, at that time, the NBA had moved away from Kobe Bryant. They didn't want to market him. So they were going to allow LeBron to do this. They were going to allow him to have 4 superstars on a team because it was supposed to be Carmelo Anthony as a 4th option on that team.
Which is crazy.
That is why I think that's 100% the reason why nothing that it was touted as one of the best moves, smart move, right? We're calling it smart, but like nobody liked it.
Yeah.
Who's nobody? Name that dude. Name nobody.
So Jeff Teague didn't like it.
Because I bet you all the Miami Heat fans sold out the arena to go see that game.
Of course, it's Miami.
Eric, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about the word.
Nobody's down there.
Okay,
the only ones who liked it though.
I'm talking about the word on the street. I'm talking about NBA players. I'm talking about true basketball fans and purists.
A lot of people have called it weak.
A lot of people. Jeff Teague talked about
generation.
From this generation.
Oh my God! Because that's all we see now is 3-4 stars.
But guess who started it?
Come on, y'all gonna put everything on LeBron, man. Golly, boy.
So when you talk about a guy that needs help and we're saying that he didn't have anybody, you said that Big Z wasn't an all-star. He was a 2-time all-star.
At that point in his career, he was a 2-time all-star?
No, Eric, but he was just recently an all-star. He wasn't far removed from being an all-star. He was an all-star, I believe, the year before that.
Hey, I used to kill with Big Z on NBA Live. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, we sit there, we trash these teams. Like, I disagree with Chris's point that D-Wade did it by himself because nobody can. So you'll sit there and say that LeBron took a bum team to the finals by themselves. You can't get to the finals with a bum team. Nobody's a bum team. These are NBA players. So I disagree with that. All I'm saying is that everybody made some good points.
Nice today.
The best point, in my opinion, was that the NBA refused to step in for what LeBron was doing. But the reason was because they wanted him. They chose him. He was the chosen one. They chose him to be the next superstar. They wanted to get away from the bad, negative press of Kobe Bryant. And that's why this has been allowed his entire career, not just then, but all throughout.
LeBron has nothing to do with the negative press about Kobe Bryant. He just could play basketball. He had the physical attributes.
Debatable.
To be.
Hey, hold on.
To be one of the greatest players that ever played the game.
He's the greatest of all time.
Mel. Why is that debatable?
we don't know if LeBron got anything. I mean, Sports is doing a lot of dirty work with LeBron, man. So we really don't know if LeBron. It's debatable if LeBron is not responsible for this stuff.
I want to ask a question. What was so scary about Kobe and Chris Paul that made them more of a threat than LeBron?
I think that was about the NBA owning the Hornets at the time, and them
there was a lot going on.
They needed a buyer, right? So the people that was trying to buy it, they wasn't about to buy the Hornets that was losing a superstar. Because how am I gonna sell tickets? I'm gonna lose money buying this team. So what happened was David Stern was like, "No, we're not letting this happen." You know, they came up with some other reason, but my belief is that they didn't want that superstar to go. But after the season went alone in college, and they realized Anthony Davis was probably gonna be a superstar, they was like, "Oh, well, we'll just rig the draft,
give y'all the number
one pick, get y'all list."
Yeah, and the owner for the Saints is the one who bought the New Orleans Pelicans or the New Orleans Hornets at that time.
Mickey Loomis.
And this was when Chris Paul went to the Clippers.
Yeah, so Chris Paul was gone, and he wouldn't sign the paperwork until after the lottery. He signed it right after they got the number one pick. He signed the paperwork to buy the team on camera. I was like, they ain't even hiding it. Crazy. Not even hiding it. So
everybody don't believe in conspiracy theories, man.
Hey, man,
they'll make it seem like all the money in the NBA. Everybody's like, yo,
listen,
David
Stern.
That's a business decision.
Man, he had his hands in a lot of things.
And people don't believe in conspiracies because they don't really look at the definition of a conspiracy. If we all, after this show was not live no more, start talking about what we go do for the next show, we're conspiring. Exactly. If you got two or more people,
ask Lil Durk if it's conspiring.
Planning something, that's a conspiracy.
I'm not speaking on the Lil Durk case. I'm not getting in that call.
That's definitely conspiring.
Hey, somebody give him Young Thug's lawyer's number though.
Exactly.
Please give him Young Thug's lawyer.
You need to get up out of this.
Best deal I've ever seen.
We can't. We went over time a little bit, and we can't.
We ain't gonna cover the NFL.
We're not gonna open the phone. We got 10 more minutes, Dave. All right, 10 more minutes. All right, so we'll go to Troy Aikman really quick. But we're not gonna open the phone lines up. So what I wanted to ask y'all about this, because Troy Aikman was having a conversation before we get to Troy Aikman. The Odd Couple had a conversation about this as well, and they read an article, and I think in that article they said that most of the agents that they had interviewed said that their clients was asking them, "Is there any way you can get me to the Washington Commanders?" Right, so we got players that's requesting to go over there just for Jayden Daniels, and then you got a player like Troy Aikman, who I haven't seen him give a lot of quarterbacks a lot of credit, but he said this about Jayden Daniels and the Commanders, and I'm gonna ask y'all a question after he finished saying what he's saying.
The modern day NFL, if there was one team that, like, if the NFL was a stock market and there's one team that you're buying stock in for the next 3 to 5 years right now, considering where they are, where you think they'll go, what team do you think that would be?
Washington.
Crazy. Okay, I didn't think you would say that, but that's great. I would agree with that.
Yeah. I wouldn't have said that prior to this year. I probably wouldn't have said it if we hadn't have had Washington already this season. But I can't tell you how high I am on this quarterback. It's been a long time since I've been that high on a young quarterback. I watched him. So he played 2 games. I guess we had him week 3, and I liked what I'd seen. And then, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that have talent. I mean, virtually every quarterback in the NFL has some ability. That's why they're in the NFL, especially if you've been a first-round pick. But so then what separates them? Well, the players, like we've talked about, the organization, the coaching, the players around them, all that. But what can the player control? Does he have the intangibles? Does he want to be great? Is he smart? Does he put in the time? All those things. Is he a good teammate? All that. So when we did our production meeting with Jaden, I immediately that's what sealed it for me. Before we even called the game, before we even had the game against Cincinnati, when we got done talking to him, I said, wow, this guy is the real deal.
A question for you about.
All right. Are y'all buying what Troy Aikman is selling, that the Commanders and that quarterback in Jaden Daniel is the team of the future that you want to buy stock in now? Or is it someone like the Texans or Detroit or some other team? Chris, I know you got probably a gripe with it with Detroit. Do you think he's right?
Watching Jaden Daniels play this year, if this was my first time, if this was my first season watching football, you couldn't tell me he was a rookie. The way he's playing football right now, his poise, I think he was one of the most accurate quarterbacks to start the season. I think he was at over 80% in like the first 4 games, right? So it's like, dude knows where to place the ball. And I think a lot of people overlooked him because he went a little bit later. But I think he is the quarterback that everybody thinks Caleb Williams was supposed to be. I'm buying in the stock, man.
That's a bar.
Because you think about this team, right? Everybody saw Washington as a rebuild. You got this top pick, you're supposed to build around them. They weren't supposed to be 7-2.
Right.
They weren't supposed to be 7-2, right? So now you got these vets at the trade deadline, like, hey, I want to go to Washington. Marshawn Lattimore got over there. I think they ended up getting some more people over there as well. So I agree with Troy, and I think everything changed once the whole Dan Snyder group got out of there, and you got some new ownership, you got some new direction in there, and it started with this quarterback. And it's like, hey, Jaden, we went and got you this early for a reason. You're the cornerstone, and now you're seeing the fruits of that. Because same thing with like OKC, when they got all those picks, they weren't supposed to be as good as they were last year. This is the same. This is the NFL version of that. Nobody was expecting Washington to be this good, and now they're poised to win that division.
Ooh, hey,
I think.
I ain't got nothing to say about that because he is the truth.
He was talking,
but I seen it. Hey, I seen it in college. I was kind of like,
he's a Heisman for a reason.
I'm like, he might got something. But what's crazy with the NFL is that it never, if it's Washington though, it just never works out. They done had top picks, quarterbacks before. It just never works out. This is the first time I could look at him and be like,
but think about what came with that. Think about what came with that. You had RG3, but then you had a Gruden, right? That was never a good situation. Then whatever you had after RG3, you had Dan Snyder. That was never a good situation. Right now, they're having themselves a perfect mixture, right? You got ownership that cares. You got ownership that's really actually trying to do right by the team and by the fan base.
Temporarily.
For the time being. But
that's temporary.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, you can't.
No, let her go. Let her go. Go ahead.
Get your gripes off. Get your gripes off.
I can't. I don't like Josh Harris. I don't like Josh Harris. He gonna do right for the first year or two, and after that, he gonna disappear. But no, getting back, he's the same owner as the Philadelphia 76ers. He's the same owner as the New Jersey Devils. So there you go. Which is hockey if you don't know that, but those who are watching. But for Jaden Daniels, I actually had Jaden Daniels. I think I was one of very few, and people call me crazy for it. I had him as the #1 overall quarterback coming out last year. I seen this potential when he came out prior to him coming out. When I was watching him at LSU, the way he was maneuvering the pocket, the way he was throwing the ball, and then he would get the ball out of his hands within a certain amount of time. I have a lot of respect for Caleb Williams, and he is a talented quarterback, but his issue is he holds onto the ball way too long. Way too long. You got to get rid of that football. And I think part of the problem is I don't know if he really understands how to read defenses yet. And it's okay. He's going to learn it. I don't know if he can do it right now. Because when I watch him go through his progressions, he don't really go through his progressions. He's
on one receiver. And if that receiver don't work out, good night, Ali.
He start moving around after that.
Brittany, to that point, I will also say though the play calling is terrible because I think it was in that last game. In that last game, why do you have 4 receivers in the same area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the play calling is also terrible, right? But in that scenario, right? I think it was Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen was underneath. Rome Odunze was over the top on a go route, right?
Mm-hmm.
The DB bit towards Rome Odunze. You were supposed to throw to Keenan Allen. That was your open read.
That was your read.
Still tried to throw it over the top to Rome Odunze, and he ended up being double covered.
And you know why that is, though, right?
Why?
Everybody want to be like Pat, man. It's only one Pat. All you gotta do is read the hat. Read the hat, man. You know what I mean? It's only one Patrick Mahomes, baby.
Listen, E and J, which is crazy, E and J, they always find a way to
They tie it back up, man.
They always find a way. They always find a way.
I got a question for E real quick. I know I'm going a little off topic. Is Patrick Mahomes, you think, is the MVP?
You know what? He probably won't be the MVP because he kind of started off bad this year. But hey, he did not plan for MVPs. We playing for
that's fair.
To go to trip to New Orleans. And hopefully, if Chris is lucky, he'll get the honor of losing to us in the Super Bowl.
Losing, man. Put the name on the trophy.
Y'all gonna be more depressed than them people at the election.
Put the name on the trophy.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
People at the election like this, like that.
Well, Chris, I'm rooting for the Lions this year, so I'm an Eagles first. But
and I know Mel had introduced
the Lions.
Mel had introduced it because so the Lions. I mean, of course, and nobody watches the Lions more than I do. They're playing great football, right? But it would be naive of me to ignore things that's going on of other teams that we'll probably end up seeing in the playoffs. So I'm watching the Washington. I'm watching Philly. I'm not watching Dallas.
Yeah, you ain't got to watch them no more.
So, and to see that, honestly, I think the Washington Commanders are right behind us in seeding in the NFC. I think they're number 2.
Yeah,
and we're number. So they are, and like I said, like nobody expected them to be this good. And the fact that they're maintaining, they're winning these close games, they're not losing composure. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's a little bit of luck involved, but that's in everything, right? But the fact that you were able to execute that 13-yard out when you saw that they were playing soft, you was able to execute that 13-yard out to put yourself in position to hit the Hail Mary.
Yeah,
you get that is.
Yeah, that was a cold ass play though.
He's playing like a vet, and he's not.
That was a cold.
He doesn't look like a rookie. He's my rookie of the year, and hot take, he's top 3 in MVP for me.
Top 3, but not one.
Top 3, not one. Lamar's number 1. Lamar's number 1. Dude is on another level, right? He's putting up better stats than he did in his MVP year last year.
I think that's the biggest thing with me when it comes to Jaden Daniels. He's the customer of cool. Like he doesn't get rattled in situations where he probably most rookie quarterbacks would get rattled.
Like Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, just like both of y'all said, man, when he's a one read quarterback. He's like Justin Fields was. You know what I'm saying? He's a one read quarterback. If his read is not open, then he's starting to maneuver around the pocket, and he's gonna find exactly what it is that he needs to find. He's gonna move around, and that can lead to errors, but it can lead to spectacular plays. You know better than anybody. He made some spectacular plays just moving around the pocket and throwing it down the field. That's what he does. You can't do that in the NFL at this level. You have to learn how to read through your complete progression. If you don't do that, then you're not going to look like Jaden Daniels is looking, because he gets the ball out of his hands in like 2.5 seconds. So it's really easy for him to
to your point though, Zoe, it's all about knowing the playbook, because if you know your hot routes before y'all even hike the ball,
you know what I mean?
Out quick. You know your hot routes that means you throwing the ball before the receiver even is turning and looking for the ball. I don't know if y'all watched that game last night with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
The ball's out his hand halfway to the receiver before the receiver can turn around. That means him and that receiver know off top, I know exactly where I need to be. I ain't got to look for you. I'm going to be in my spot. You throw the ball.
Hey, he threw that ball before he even got to the top of his route.
The ball was already at the second level of the defense before Rashad turned around.
Exactly.
And it still hit him in the hands. Perfect.
Lamar is different. Lamar is different. This is what I will say about Jaden Daniels. And I want him to really look at RG3 film. And I say this for a reason.
No, this is true.
I need him to protect himself.
How much film you want him to watch?
I'm all big.
One season.
First year, second year.
But what I'm saying, but he gotta protect himself. He already got a rib injury, so that's the one thing. I still want him to be who he is, but you ain't got to take the unnecessary hit slides.
Learn the slide.
But I will say this, I'm a huge Jaden Daniels fan. I've been a huge Jaden Daniels fan when he was in college. But I also personally, I don't want to get caught up in the whole recency bias because we did this last year with CJ Stroud. We got super excited. And now it's like Texans are still doing good, but they're kind of dropping just a little bit. So, but
you know what though? You know, it's a reason for that though, Brittany, because your first year, every defense in the league is trying to figure you out.
Right.
Yeah, they're watching
They're trying to figure you out. And slowly but surely, they pay people, analytics, they pay statisticians, they pay everybody to sit up there and just develop a defense around what you're going to do. And every year, that defense starts to get a little bit better and a little bit better towards you. Reason is, that's why you see people are playing Kansas City a lot better because they're kind of, too high safety.
They got
stay in your lane. Don't over pursue. So they're playing us a little bit better, but it just don't matter.
It's a consistent warfare at the quarterback position, and like you said, people are trying to figure you out.
Yeah, they trying to figure you out,
and you can win out with talent and a little bit of knowledge for a little while, but after a while, they start getting so much data on your tendencies,
right?
And you got to be a step ahead of them as a quarterback. That's why that Wonderlic test is so important for the quarterbacks. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Hold on, real quick. Let me say this real quick. Shair Smirnoff. These girls they don't just know football. These girls know sports. I just want to put that out there real quick.
That's a fact.
Fact.
Right, so look, I forgot to shout out Cali Strong, man, our other sponsor, man. The promo code is Man Down Sports, man. Y'all can go to Cali Strong website, and that link is in our description box. Go find some good gear, sweaters, hats, hoodies, skateboards, longboards, whatever you want. They got everything, man. So check us out over at Cali Strong and use our promo code Man Down Sports, and you get a 15% discount. Thank everybody for joining. Also shouts out to all our channels. Sideline Speaks, that's Brittany's channel. Sports T, that's Dominique's channel. Motor City Roar, that's Chris' channel for Detroit. Bird's Eye View, that's Zoe. He just dropped the episode today. That's going to be your Falcons and your Hawks. And Kingdom Come for Eric and Jay's podcast. Shout out to Jay and Corey for not being here. Cowboy Speed as well for Corey. I'm sorry about that. And most of those links are in the description, but I'm either lazy or busy, but I be forgetting to add the newer ones, man. So and I keep asking Zoe and Chris to add it for me.
I be forgetting, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
my memory slips me, man. I need some ashwagandha.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Fresh. I keep wanting to say podcast, but Fresh Scoops Media. I don't know why I want to keep putting podcast
because you want it to be. This is what it's supposed to be. This is it.
Yeah.
Nah. We'll talk offline. That's you right. You're on the right page.
Listen, shout out to David, man, for this beautiful facility.
No, this is dope,
and the way he operate everything, man. This production is A1. If you're in Temecula, if you're in Riverside, if you're in San Diego, if you're anywhere close to Temecula or Marietta, you need to come down here. If you have a podcast, and you need to come check Dave out down here at Fresh Scoop, man. We'll be here again. So I appreciate that and the hospitality and all that stuff, man. So he opened his doors for us. But other than that, man, that's it. Did I forget anything? We're gonna be on the post game right after this.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed to our Patreon, man, go ahead and subscribe to our Patreon. I think the link is at least on our channel, but I'll probably put it in the description as well. We about to go over there and have some
a blast.
Have some pretty good conversations.
Different type of conversation.
JT was in there last week, like the entire time.
Last week was funny.
Last week was insane. So
yeah, y'all found out about the fatted calf.
The fatted calf.
Lord have mercy.
Wrong for that.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you for all the super chats as well. If y'all want to,
including the $2 ones.
No, of course, especially the $2. We just couldn't expound on the comment. The $2 is much appreciated. It was the comment that we couldn't expound on.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
They know us well enough by now to know that you ain't be no harm.
We just playing with you.
Charge our mind and not our heart, man.
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
All right, peace.